Hi all, welcome to my channel. So in this video we are going to see the file handling. We know what is file handling. Like suppose this is my notepad. So like what we did, first we are going to open it, then whatever we want to write here, and then we are going to save it and close it. So this is how we do the file handling in presentation server. Like anything which is on our local machine in this desktop is the presentation server. So whatever we did, we made changes, either we are writing the data here or we are reading the data from here. So this is file handling, whether reading, writing, updating, deleting, anything. So now what we are going to see, we are going to see the file handling in application server. So like this is our SAP screen. So SAP has provided the transaction code for application server, and that is AL11. That is a very important transaction code used widely in the projects. So this is the transaction code for where we can find all the SAP directories are present in AL11. So we already know the directory is a collection of files. Like suppose this is my 1dir_source directory. So if you double click on, this is the path of the directory, if you double click you can see the collection of files there. Okay, similarly we have another directory like dir_general. If we double click on this directory we can see, okay, here we don't have any files. But like if we suppose dir_tmp, so you can see there are so many files, right? And inside each file like we have data saved. Okay, so this is how SAP has provided the transaction code AL11 for all those directories, where either we can create another file here, or we can like even read the contents of these files into our internal table. So we will see both. So in this video we are going to write data to a file on application server. Like suppose this is the path given by our project, that inside dir_source, the name, whose path is this. We have to create a file where we have to store the contents of VBAK table. So what we are going to do is, first we are going to fetch data from the database table VBAK into some internal table, and from internal table we are going to transfer the contents into a file which will be saved here. So we will see how to do that. So let me go to my program. So if you here I have already declared one structure. We are going to fetch data from VBAK, like these three fields: VBELN, AirNam, VBTYP, and then I have declared one internal table for the structure and one work area. The input for the input we have select options, where we are going to provide a range of sales document number, and whatever based on these selection criteria we are going to fetch these three fields from VBAK table into internal table, and whatever the contents we will find here in IT_VBAK, we want to transfer these contents to the file on application server. Means we are going to write data on a file in application server. Now the path of the directory, and inside that directory what should be the name of file, that would be given by your project. Like they can tell you that this is the directory dir_source, inside this they will give one file name. Okay, so let's see how we are going to do this. So sorry. So first step, whenever we are doing like in presentation server, like what you do, you first open your file, right? Then you make write anything, and then you close. So here also we are going to do. So now this is application server, so we are here we have to open a file. So for that we have to remember the syntax. The syntax is open data set, so that will open the specified file. So we are going to write. So first of all we have to declare the path of the file along with the file name. So let me declare one variable lv_file, which will be of type string, and value. So here we are going to give, in quotes, we are going to first give the path and then the name of the file. So go to AL11, copy the path. So this thing will be given by project. Let me select and copy this. I've copied the path of the directory, and then we are going to write on the name of the file, which will also be provided by the by your project. Okay, so suppose you want a file named vbak, any name that you will give here will appear there. Okay, .txt, because it's a text file. Okay. So we have declared one variable. Now our first step was to open the file and application server, for which the statement is open data set. Then our this file name, where it lv underscore file, which contains the entire path and the file name. Okay, and lv underscore file is storing this, the entire path and the name of the file. Okay, so our file will be opened. Okay, now we have to, because we are writing the data, into lv underscore file from our this contains of internal table. So what we are going to use here for output, whenever we have to write the data in application server, then we are going to use for output in text mode, because we are using text mode. So details of this text mode, and we have another thing, encoding and default. There are 3 types of encoding, so this detail is in another video, but here we have to remember the general syntax, that is open data set, file name, one second, it's lv underscore file, for output, because we are going to write the data into the file in text mode, encoding default. So this will open the file in application server. Now we have to check if the opening has been successfully done. So we are going to check it if size bar c equal to 0. There are possibility that the file is not opened. Okay, so we will first do a check here. If size bar c equal to 0, then only we are going to execute whatever is inside this if statement. So if size bar c equal to 0, now what we're going to do, now we have the data in it underscore vback, so we are going to write loop at itab into work area, okay. So in the first iteration, the first record of it vback will be transferred to w underscore vback. So now we have whatever we are going to write in the file, that all will be transferred as a string. So we have to concatenate all the data into a string type. So we are going to do concatenate. What are the fields? We have 3 fields. VBELN, and then we have ERNAM, VBTYP. Into, we are concatenating these into a string type variable, so let's declare that as well here. Let it be okay. So we are concatenating these 3 fields in from the work area into variable lv underscore string, and separated by hash. Okay, So now what we are going to do